Hello everyone, I am Vinendra Surve. Today we are going to discuss one important topic of thermodynamics, that is nothing but availability or available energy. The question is from the GATE 2004, so that is not important. What is important in this case? The concept we have to learn today, that is very important thing. So let's see what is the problem first. So a steel billet of 2000 kg of mass is to be cooled from 1250 Kelvin to 450 Kelvin. So steel billet is there and that is going to be a cool from initial temperature to the final temperature. Both temperatures are given. Okay. The heat is released during this process is used as a source of energy. So this heat is used as a source of energy. The ambient temperature is also given 303 Kelvin. Specific heat of steel is 0.5 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. The available energy of the billet is asking. So that is nothing but AE. Available energy we have to find out. And the four options are framed. So let's see what is concept behind it. So we have to calculate available energy. So the given conditions are over here. T1, T2, ambient temperature, Cp, mass. So first we have to think about the problem. What is problem? The billet is given. Assume this as a billet, and this billet is to be going to be a cool from 1250 Kelvin to 450 Kelvin. So during this cooling process, sorry for the technical issue. Now assume this as a billet, and this billet is going to be a cool from temperature 1250 to 450 Kelvin. So in this time of period, some kind of heat is going to be released, and that heat is going to be used for source of energy for work production. So this is the problem. So how to find out the available energy in this case? Let us consider this as a system, or let us assume heat engine for this process. So for the finite body, this is a thermal reservoir, and that finite body is going to be cooled from T1 to T2, and this is atmospheric temperature or ambient temperature. For in reality we cannot use this as a heat engine, because in reality this will not happen, but our purpose we are going to be used with a heat engine. So let's see. Now we are using heat engine just because of we have to see what is the heat transfer actual way. We have to find out how the heat will transfer. So for this process heat will going to be transferred as a Q, and this kind of work is to be extracted from this temperature reservoirs, and this is again Q minus W is going to be a 303 Kelvin. Okay. So what is available energy? Available energy is nothing but the maximum amount of heat that can be extracted, or maximum amount of work that can be extracted from the system or heat engine. That is nothing but your total available energy. So we can say our total available energy or availability is nothing but maximum work that can be extracted from the two thermal reservoirs. So this oval shaped thermal reservoir is nothing but your finite body. So this is a finite body having some kind of mass, specific heat capacity, and two temperatures. So T1 will be a highest temperature and T2 will be a 450 Kelvin degree. So that is nothing but available energy is equal to maximum work. So we have assuming this as a heat engine. For heat engine, cyclic process is there. For cyclic reversible process, entropy is equal to 0. So or we can say entropy for the universe for cyclic process is equal to 0. So this concept we know. So that concept we are going to apply over here. So for first we have to write down what is the entropy for this system. For entropy for Q, let us, and entropy for Q minus W. So we are writing over here entropy for Q. So this is a finite body. Finite body is going to be cool. So that is nothing but MC ln is going to be cool at T2. Its initial temperature T1. That is nothing but entropy generated MC ln T2 by T1. Again, for this thermal reservoir, Q minus W will be the heat. So Q minus W is my total heat divide by what is the temperature, T naught. So Q by T naught is nothing but your entropy. So how to write this? And this is equal to your entropy is equal to 0. So how to write this? MC ln T2 by T1 plus Q minus W. How to write Q minus W? For Q, heat release, that is nothing but MC T1 minus T2, MC delta T minus of W divided by T naught is equal to 0. That is nothing but temperature is releasing over T1 to T2, so that is nothing but MC delta T, heat release Q, minus W as it is divided by ambient temperature T naught. So how to write this? Just multiply T naught both the sides, so we will get T naught MC ln T2 by T1 plus MC T1 minus T2 minus of W is equal to 0. This T naught and T naught will get cancelled. Now we can transfer this W this side, so what we will get? W is equal to T naught MC ln T2 by T1 plus MC delta T, temperature difference T1 minus T2, because T1 is higher temperature. So again, what we take common from this MC, we will take common. So MC is equal to, or MC as a common, T naught ln T2 by T1 plus T1 minus T2. So this is my W. So again we can write here W is equal to, we can take this as a reciprocal. So what we will get? If you write here T1 by T2, if you write here T1 by T2, what we will get? Minus power 1. If you take minus power 1, what we will get? MC T1 minus T2. If you take minus side, these minus side come across over here. So minus of T naught ln T1 by T2, this expression we will get. So that expression is nothing but available energy or availability, and that is equal to AE or W max. So what is available energy or availability? The maximum amount of work that can be extracted from the reservoir or heat engine, that is equal to your availability. So this is, from this expression we can find easily what is the availability for this process. So this is the final expression. You can remember this expression for exam. For such a kind of problems, MC T1 minus T2 minus of T naught ln T1 by T2. If you put the values over here, what is the value of mass of that billet? Mass of the billet is 2000. C value is 0.5 kilojoule per kg. Kelvin T1 minus T2 1250 450, and T naught is ambient temperature, that is 303. After putting this value, you will get answer in kilojoule. Yes, but we want, the options are framed like millijoules. So sorry, megajoules. Options are framed in the megajoule. For that option, 490.44 megajoule is the right option. That is nothing but option number first. So in this method, we are applying the simple concept. It is a cyclic process. For cyclic process, your entropy for the universe is equal to 0. After getting this, just write down the entropy for system 1 and entropy for system 2. Add this, just like Q and Q minus W. This is for your reference. After adding this is the MC ln T2 by T1 for solid bodies or finite bodies, and this will be a Q by T naught. For actual, T naught will be ambient temperature, because for this thermal reservoir, as MC delta T will be the heat diff, okay, minus W, and after getting this, we have to write this generalized expression. Either you have to remember for such kind of problems, or you can derive this. So this is the solution. Thank you. So what is the second approach? This is the method number 2. Why I am discussing this? If you want to try this problem with first method, you can do it. If you remember the expression, final expression that we have derived, it is very easy. Then what is the second method? This is the method number 2. You can do it from this method also. What is the little bit change over here? This is the Q1 heat, this is Q2. What is available energy or availability? That is nothing but maximum amount of work that can be extracted from the heat engine. Yes, that is nothing but availability. So maximum work, W max. And how to write W max? That is nothing but Q1 minus Q2. Yes, if you once calculate Q1 and Q2, you will get availability. Yes, for this purpose, what is we are writing over here, or Q1, for calculation of Q1, that is nothing but simple MC delta T, and delta T is nothing but T1 minus T2. So for this you will get this as a 2000 into 0.5. What is T1? 1250 minus 450. After solving this, you will get some value of Q1. Okay, this Q1 value from this. Okay, then how to find Q2? For Q2, we are applying the entropy for the universe is 0. Same concept. That is concept we are using the previous method 1. So cyclic or reversible, this engine entropy generated is equal to 0. For entropy of the universe is equal to 0. That we are going to be used. For this, what is entropy change for this thermal reservoir of finite body? That is nothing but MC ln T2 by T1, because it is a solid body or finite body having some kind of mass and specific heat. So for that MC ln T2 by T1, now what is here entropy change for this system is nothing but so for this system entropy is added or heat is added to this thermal reservoir. So for this heat is added means we have to take plus sign. So Q2 divided by what is temperature? 303, and that is equal to a 0. If you solve this, you will get Q2 from here, because this value is known to you. 2000 into C 0.5 ln 1250 plus divided by T1. What is value of T1? 450. Okay, plus Q2 by 303 is equal to 0. From here you will get Q2, and that Q2 value is equal to, okay, we have done mistake over here. What is your T2? T2 is 450, yes. So this is 450 and T1 is 1250. 1250. After solving this, you will get what is one unknown? Q2 is unknown. Okay, Q2 from this, and what is last expression for availability or available energy? Q1 minus Q2. So that is nothing but W max or is equal to available energy or availability is equal to Q1 minus Q2. So what is the answer you are getting? Check out same or not. So first answer is Q1. This is kilojoule, and Q2 is 309,560.328 kilojoule. So after getting this Q1 minus Q2, you will get same answer, that is nothing but 490.43 megajoule. Option number A. So this is the answer. So for this process, only a term cyclic energy or cyclic entropy generation for cyclic process, reversible process is equal to 0. So you have to remember this, and you can apply any one method. For method number 1, you have to derive that formula or that expression either, or you can do it by this method too. So this is the difference. Thank you.